Hey y'all.
Hey Gallivanters. So today we wanted to talk to you about why flights are being canceled. It is currently August of 2021 and there have been a wave of cancellations with all the major airlines. So over the past 6 weeks, it has been unreal, and some people have just been, stranded basically.
Yep.
So
Domestic airlines,
Right.
U.S.-based airlines.
Right. So we just wanted to give you some tips and advice on how to get through that.
I guess the big deal is to understand travel is back. Travel is at 2019 levels for the summer. So pre-COVID numbers, which, was increasing rapidly every year. And the airlines, have tried to schedule flights to keep up with that demand. The challenge is there's staffing shortages from not just from pilots, flight attendants, ramp agents, across the board there are major staffing shortages.
And it's just wreaking havoc all over the place.
Yep. There have been some other reasons.
One of the reasons is, there's been a lot of record heat levels, there have been storms, there have been wildfires, and, it's just, you just never know when those things are going to hit.
Right. But the bulk of the issues have still come from staffing shortages.
Yes.
What's happening a lot of times is that when COVID hit, this is again for U.S.-based airlines, there was money from the government to the airlines to keep them operating. But during that time, they were not allowed to lay off any employees. But they were still looking for ways, obviously, to reduce costs. So rather than laying them off, they offered inducements for people for early retirement, buyout, that sort of thing. And a lot of people took it. Thousands of people took these packages and aren't coming back to the industry. So because of that, you're seeing just the wave of cancellations that we've been seeing. So we have a couple of ideas or tips on how to work around the cancellations. Obviously, you can't stop the cancellations, but a couple of tips on maybe how to work through those.
Yeah. And I would say, be flexible. And if you can take an earlier flight, even a day before you're actually supposed to take your flight, try that and do that. That way, if that one gets canceled, more than likely you'll be able to get on the next flight or even the next day when you originally planned to leave.
Yep, and that's what we're doing. That's what we've made. That's how we've worked out all of our plans for the rest of this year, just to make sure we make it where we want to go.
Yeah, exactly. And then sometimes having status with an airlines can help you with any of the cancellations, rebooking your flight.
Right.
And, making it maybe a little easier.
Yeah, oftentimes if you have status with an airline, you may have a dedicated customer service number or concierge level, depending on what status level you are. And that way you're not necessarily fighting, all 300 people who were already on your flight, who are all trying to make the phone call to the same number. You may have a little different route to be able to do that, and hopefully get something done a little bit faster than everybody else, or like Tracey said, at least make it a little bit easier.
Right, hopefully. But all in all, if this happens to you, the most important thing that we want you all to remember is be patient,
be kind,
and be kind.
Yeah, the gate agents, they cannot control this. They have nothing to do with flight cancellations or delays or any of that. So just remember that they're there trying to do their job, trying to help everybody as best they can. And so just be patient, and again, that goes back to what Trey said about being flexible. As long as you're flexible, you don't have to get so worked up and so stressed out about it.
Right.
We understand that people's vacation time is limited. You may have meetings to get to. The other thing is, even if you don't go a day early,
Right.
like Tracey said, book that very first morning flight, and statistically you've got a much smaller chance of that flight getting canceled. But even if it does, you're going to have multiple chances throughout the day to make it up and get to wherever you need to get to.
Right, and maybe book the early flight and go nonstop.
Yep.
Because that's for sure probably going to get you a lot easier without any cancellations.
Yeah. Anytime you have a layover, you always kind of increase that chance of cancellations, or even losing. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of stuff. So nonstop if you can. Early morning. Be patient. Be kind. Everybody's trying to work through this together. All right, y'all, we hope this video helped you at least understand what's going on, why flights are being canceled, and maybe gave you some ideas on how to work around it. If you got any value out of this video, please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. That really helps us out with the algorithm. Also, if you have any friends who travel and this might help, please, share it. Share it on social media. Share it with your friends. It would mean a lot to us. And we really appreciate y'all watching.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And don't forget to ring the bell.
Dingy dong.
So you'll be the first to know when new videos are released. Thanks for watching. And just remember,
live your best life.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.